Hello, everybody. My name is Jessiqua Pryor. I am a sophomore majoring in psychology with a minor in pre-med. I am from the sunny shores of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
All right now, okay.
And the reason why I decided to run for student body president is because of my experience in so many other different organizations on campus. So not only have I, been with SGA, but I've also been with RHA, Curvaceous Eagles. I'm a new student orientation leader, so I've been to so many different places on campus and in so many different organizations, and I feel like at this point in my career, in my upbringing, that I feel like I should just be able to impact and inspire our entire student body, and that is where I'm going.
Okay. You have a question?
No, not as of right now.
Okay, well, anyway, I'll just keep asking them. So, okay, so let's check this out. We are going to go on a really, really short break. We're going to come right back, and we're going to hit Jessica with some questions. Y'all make sure if y'all want to call in and ask her some questions, you can call in at 919-530-7449. Once again, you can call in at 919-530-7449. This is The Juice, the hottest HBCU radio station in the nation. Stay locked. And we're black and we're back. All right, this is The Juice, the hottest HBCU radio station in the nation. We still got Jessica here with us. So your slogan is, I focus on building relationships, I capture the vision, and we develop solutions. Kind of talk about your campaign slogan just for a little bit.
So, the reason why and how I came up with this campaign platform is that students were always coming to me in my various organizations and saying, oh, we need this, we need that, SGA doesn't do this, they don't do that. So the students don't really appreciate SGA. They don't think that SGA can help. They don't think that voting helps, and I want to change that. So that's how I came up with I focus, I capture, and we develop. And I put that we there because I want to incorporate the students on the decisions that I would have to sign off on as being, vice president. Okay. So I'm focusing on building better relationships with faculty and staff, and also our police force, by promoting clarity through open lines of accurate communication. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have cars on campus, or if any of you guys ever got into, like scuffles with law enforcement here, but it's, it's a lot, and it's really hard to get right when it comes to that type of stuff. But I know that our faculty sometimes and our staff, it takes a long time to get things done, it takes a long time to get things approved, and I want to change that. So I capture, this year was a great year for SGA. We did a lot of good things, but I want to capture the vision of the students. When I talk to students, they say they want town hall meetings. They want better election processes and procedures. They want better parking policies when it comes to, tickets and stuff. I don't know if you guys have cars yet, but they ticket like crazy. And they're towing like crazy. They want that to change. They want better and more community service opportunities. And they want a better approval system when it comes to getting events. I don't know if you guys ever tried to plan an event, but it's really hard for students to plan events at NCCU and get them approved and try to do different things. So I want to change all that, because I feel like as students here, we pay our tuition, we pay our money. It shouldn't be hard for us to have events at our school. I feel like it should be harder for outside people to want to bring events here. It should be easy. I feel like if you have a student ID and you're doing certain things, and you sign off on this and you sign off on that, and you say, okay, I know if I break it, I buy it, then that's fine. But it shouldn't take, 20 papers and you going to 20 different offices to get one event done. We're students. We should be able to have that luxury. And then we develop, I want to work with the student body. So I want to have the student body help me, and I want to work with the Senate to change and add and reform existing regulations and legislation. So I want to add new I want to implement, new rules, new legislation when it comes to, the same things that you guys told me that y'all wanted to see, as far as election processes, parking tickets, all that different stuff like that. And parking is like one of those main things. And being with SGA, and I was with SGA my freshman year, and we would constantly go to those chancellors meetings, and parking has been an issue for a long time now. It's not just starting, it's not just existing. So now that it's been going on for a long time, it's really time to change it. If they're going to, continue to ticket students who have parking passes, then they need to lower the cost of the parking deck so that way we can park in there. And not, it should be the same price. It should really be the same price. If they're going to continue to ticket students like that, I feel like, they should lower the cost of the parking deck and give us other options to park. Because when you park here, and it's just so much going on. Oh, God. It's really crazy.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It is really crazy when it comes to parking at NCCU. I have a parking pass. I have a car. And I live in Ruffin, so I park behind the Bright building. So, in the daytime, if I leave and come back and it's still, around class time, there's nowhere to park there.
Got you.
There's nowhere back there to park, and that's just unacceptable.
Okay, well, it seems like you really have been in touch and you actually are listening to the people's problems. So, my question to you is, if you win, what is going to be like the main thing that you focus on first?
If I win, when you become a student body vice president, your main thing is you're working with the Senate to create new legislation and things like that. I think that one of the first things that I would want to implement or that I would want to change is the actual election process. There needs to be some limits, some rules, and there needs to be a different way of going about it sometimes. I do like the way it is now. I love the creativeness. I love all that stuff. But when it comes to people spending thousands of dollars on a campaign, I don't feel like that's necessary, because one thing is, when you spend that much money on a campaign, at that point you're not campaigning your ideas and what you believe in. You're buying flashy things. You're doing things so you can be noticed. And it really sways students. It really, like, all those glitz and all that glam really sways students, but it doesn't, help when you get elected and you can't do anything.
Because I feel like, it's like, it's cool that, that you got all these extra stuff, to show people how creative you are, but my thing is, what are you standing on? Because, like, I'm not going to vote for somebody just because, they have, Dunkin' Donuts or Chick-fil-A nuggets, something like that. I'm going to vote for somebody that basically tells me about their platform, tells me what they're saying on, how can it like benefit me and how can it benefit the school. So I feel like what you're doing right now is actually kind of commendable. Guys, you have any questions that y'all want to ask her? Dwayne, you on her campaign team, so do you got anything you want to say?
Sure. Hello, baby. Well, I'm on the beautiful, the intelligent, the classy Jessiqua Pryor. One thing I will say is that she runs a great campaign. She is running a great campaign. The first meeting, I knew she was serious from day one. Like, she came in there, she had buttons. She was like, look, this is what we're going to do. She said, we're going to play fair. Because these elections could get really messy.
Very, very messy. Very messy. I see that.
So she was like, right off the jump,
God is watching all of y'all that is being messy. God's watching all of y'all.
She was like, listen,
you know what I'm saying? He got his eye on you. Yes,
yes,
like,
he
does.
We're not going to do anything messy. She was like, we're not going to, report people's pictures, take things down. So, I really respect that. I think what she's trying to do is amazing on campus. She has the connections. She has the connections. She's been in SGA for quite some time now, and she's held her position and shown that leadership that's going to take to, further Central.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when she asked me to be on her campaign team, it was like, sure, like, there was no thought about it, because her leadership is going to take NCCU far. Even the Jews, she's going to take us far. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I understand that.
Did y'all see that shout out earlier?
Yes, I did. I appreciate that. We need that.
Look, she's here for it. Her slogan is very catchy, and I just really support her and everything that she's doing. Is there a part of the campaign that worries you the most?
Like I kind of just said, the only thing that worries me the most is that people will get caught up in, you know, the flashiness of, you know, other people's campaigns, and they won't really be looking at what the person stands for. Because I've also had people, you know, that want to vote for me, that are thinking about voting for me, but they'll go up and they'll ask, you know, my opponent's campaign team, you know, what does your opponent stand for? What are they here for? You know, and what is he here for? What does he want? And they don't even know what he wants. They don't even know his platform.
Right.
So, you know, I feel like you need to humble yourself, humble your team, and make sure people know, make sure your team knows, make sure everybody knows what you're standing for and what you want to do. Because that's the most important thing. That's why you're running. Right. You know, and people are getting so caught up in the shirts and the signs and stuff, but they're not realizing what's really important and who's really going to take NCCU far. And that's what's really most important.
Well, you know what? We thank you for coming by and just expressing how you feel about your campaign team.
Okay, I do have one. I just thought about it. Let's see. Okay, we got a question from a Periscope. Are you going to look out for campus DJs? That's coming from DJ Bad Habit.
Yes.
Now, Brandon knows for sure. I always look out for campus DJs. Like I told you guys, I am the vice president for Ruffin, Eagle Landing, and McLean. So whenever I have events in Ruffin to get the students to come down, I always get Bad Habits. Not just because he's downstairs, but because he's my guy. He's awesome. I love his mixes. And I also support students. I also support student activity, what you guys want to do. So if you come to me and you tell me, hey, I make flyers, hey, I make posters, hey, I'm a DJ, if I have an event or if I have something, I'm gonna use you. Because when it came to my flyers and stuff, students made these flyers. I supported these students. These students made these flyers.
Lift up real quick.
Yeah.
Show us the poster.
Show the poster right quick.
There you go.
There you go. Okay,
students made these flyers. One of my students made this flyer. And then as far as my event flyers go, another student that's on my orientation staff made those flyers. So I definitely support student businesses and things like that. And I love that. I love that ambition. I love that activity. I love it.
So let's see election.
So voting, all of this is campaign season for the next 2 weeks. And voting is on Monday the 4th through the 5th. It starts at 8 a.m. and it ends on the 5th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, now I noticed where you said I focus, I capture, and we develop. Those are camera terms. Where did you got an inspiration behind that? Like,
yes, I do.
Break that down for me as far as your inspiration.
So
you had to want to catch that.
So like I told y'all, I love the fact that you guys, my students, my fellow students, all of y'all, I love that y'all are so creative. When it came to this right here, I sat down with one of my co-campaign managers. I have 3 pretty much. And I said, this is what I want, this is what I'm thinking about, but I'm not like really, you know, like artistic when it comes to, you know, breaking these words down. And she was like, okay, well, this is what you want. I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see what I can do. And she came up with I focus, I capture, and we develop. And ever since she said it, I stuck with it because it just calls to me. She said, and I feel like you can have this camera thing, this is gonna be great. And I love it. I really do, because it captured everything that I was telling her, and I really loved it. So yeah, that's how that came.
Well, you know what? Well, I guess there's no more questions. We appreciate you coming by. We wish you on behalf of the Juice, we wish you the best of luck on your campaign season. I hope everything works out well for you, and you guys stay tuned in.
I seen your girl post a BM, so I hit her in the DM.